Hey everybody, this is going to be 3 quick things that you can do to make your life better, get a little bit of head start on 2024. So inevitably, when we get to this time of year, people are making one of two or maybe both New Year's resolutions, and they're these two categories. It's health and wealth. And in our space, in real estate, I'm going to share with you something in this video real quick to just help yourself. I'm a big believer in teaching people how to fish, how to do some of their own due diligence, because everything we do in real estate, we are trying to be the most helpful people that anyone has ever met in real estate. And part of that is helping people see things as clearly as they can for themselves, and then making the right decision for whatever's the right thing for them at that time. So the other side, just in a very kind of local and pun intended organic way, grassroots, even more pun intended, is helping support locally owned and locally grown anything and everything here in North Georgia. So I'm going to show you one easy way to do that as part of the health part of the health and wealth New Year's resolutions. It matters what you eat, and you probably inherently know this, but I scarcely go by a month anymore where I'm not having a conversation with somebody and this conversation comes up. Our food is not what it used to be. Our health and overall disease rates, they're all going in the wrong direction. And it's not that we don't have good quality food around us. Most of us just don't know where to find it or how to access it or get to it. And so I'm going to share with you that, and then just a little bit of just a icing on the cake thing that'll help you. I know it'll help you because it's helped me in your just life in general. This will be personal life, relationships, work, everything. It's a catch-all. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can kind of see a little bit of where we're going here. All right, so this is a quick guide. This is not the only place to find information, and this is not exhaustive. So what I'm sharing with you here is an organization called localharvest.org. So depending on where you are in the state of Georgia, there's going to be some things that are not really close by. You can't get to access, and there's going to be some things that are, and there's going to be some things that are closer to you that are not on this. It is the CSA. If you don't know, that is community supported agriculture, and pretty much everything on here is your local mom and pop family farms, small produce organizations, but it's all locally grown. So everything from grass-fed beef to organic eggs to local honey to organic breads, like all sorts of things, and obviously all the produce. You can find that here. Again, this is not exhaustive. The two areas I point people to when we're kind of having that, how do I take better care of myself, is one, just changing as much of the as much as you can get from a locally owned farm versus a grocery store or big box place like that. The nutritional value. My wife and I were watching something yesterday talking about how you drastically improve the shelf life of bananas. And it talked about what rinsing off the ripening agent that they're sprayed on. A lot of people know this. Some people don't. Every banana cluster that's ever harvested, that's before it comes to us, is like green as green can be. And similar to like tomatoes, there's chemicals that are sprayed on them to help them to ripen up quickly. And ultimately, those things, you're touching, some of them you're ingesting. If you can get something from a local farm that was literally in the ground 2 days ago, it can only do good things for all of us. So this is a way of doing that. They've got a lot of things here. A lot of them may not be pertinent to you, but you can go to find out information on farmers markets. You can shop for different things. All the stuff you got here. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that is not on here. This is not an exhaustive list, like I said, The other place that I would point people to is social media, places like Facebook, local groups, or there's an app called Nextdoor. So Nextdoor is a very local, centered to wherever you are geographically. Just go on and ask some questions if you don't have another connection of finding those things out. There's lots of options out there for stuff like this. Most people just don't know where to start in that quest for healthier food. So you can also call whatever county you're in. You can call the extension office. That is kind of like if you've never called your county extension agent or extension office, literally it could be like the most helpful phone call that you ever make, because these people know everything about all the stuff that you and I don't know about. So information like this, hey, where's a good farmer's market, produce stand, things like that. They're going to be a good resource locally for you as well, wherever you're at. So that's the healthy side of things. The next thing on the real estate side, we'll pivot from the health and go to the wealth. Is so many people are just kind of at a loss for what's going on in the world of real estate, and who do you listen to, who do you not listen to. You got all these people making ridiculous videos on TikTok and YouTube and all sorts of stuff like that. And if you're not in the know, you could, and honestly, most of them, they're trying to buy an audience, if you will, by using some sort of fear and manipulation. And I think they should go away simply because of that, because that's not helpful. That's usually when people make bad decisions. Fear and guilt are kind of the two worst matrixes for making decisions out of. This is a guy that you should be dialed into if you want to test the waters of, is this person, whoever your real estate guru person, is what they're saying related to kind of what Mr. Lawrence Yun is saying. I've been following this guy for several years. One of the things I love about him, especially in this world we live in, is none of his opinions, none of his feedback, his commentary, none of it is right wing, left wing, Democrat, Republican. Like, he doesn't pick a side. He just calls it for what it is, without pulling punches, and I love that. And so you can go through his bio here. I don't know why that's doing that to me, but he's very, very smart, way smarter than me. I like his stuff because he puts it in Cliff's notes. Like, I don't want to know all the stuff you're looking at. I just want you to tell me things good, things not so good. Why not? So about every couple weeks, at least once a month, he'll put out something on something. So something on something. I know it's like very helpful, Jake. Let's get back to Lawrence. So I think down here, yeah. So on the bottom, so he'll jobs reports will come out, and he'll kind of weigh in on that. You'll have something on the commercial sector, and he'll kind of weigh in on that. You'll have things on inflation, and he'll kind of weigh in on that. So not a daily column per se from him, but everything, like I said, is very by the numbers. It's very just kind of plain for what it is. An easy thing to dial into from a consumer perspective, from someone in the general public, that you can ingest, digest, and not get too lost in the weeds with, is someone trying to pull me off course because of their political leanings, or they're wanting me to subscribe or buy or do whatever. So that's the just a little small nugget for 2024 in terms of who to listen to and who to pay attention to. He's at least one good source who's a neutral party in the world of real estate and economics here in our real estate world. So the third thing, because I told you there was going to be a third thing, is just a life thing. And I've shared this with a couple of groups that I've sat around tables with in the last I don't know, the last 6 months or a year, and it's helped me. And I'm not a shining example of this, but it is something. Like I said, I like Cliff's Notes. I like very simple application. I like couple word things that can help me in life, because we all got a lot going on, and it's just hard to focus on a couple things that will make your life drastically better. And this is just one of those, and it's really simple. That's why I love it. This is it. Say the good things that you're thinking. Say the good, if you want to put it even smaller. Say the good. So whether that's something with your spouse or significant other, or an employee, an employer, someone that your waitress, the guy changing your oil at the car mechanic. Like, if you have something good coming up in your brain here, just speak it out loud, as long as it's like appropriate, not weird and creepy, whatever. Like, hey, love your new blinds. Like, don't say that. Do not. No, there's a limitation to those things. So but you will be amazed at how easy and how simple that is. If you just put a little thing on your dashboard, say the good, say the good, say the good, you will be in a better mood. You will feel better. Your outlook will change in a positive way. And those small things, what I've kind of picked up in my couple trips around this planet here, most of the big things in life are the little things. It's all the small things that we remember, the things that happened, an act of kindness in high school that really, just we still remember, and it's decades later. Any of those things, it was something good that just materialized. And if we can be that in the life of someone else, like, why wouldn't we want to do that? So if you're thinking something good and it's appropriate and not going to be like get you on like a watch list, say it out loud. Only good things can happen. So always got a few outtakes. If I can help you in any way in real estate, if you're looking for something, this is what I tell most people that I run into. They're not typically looking to do something today. Is if you're looking for something, if you have like this dream of something somewhere down the road, even if it's a few years out, like, give us a shout, because you never know when the right thing's going to come at the right time. And if we can put it in front of you before anyone else even knows it's there, like, wouldn't you want that? So if we can help you, we'd love to help you. If you are interested in moving to the North Georgia area, like, we'd love to help you out as well. Everybody that's here loves it, and most people. Stuff. There you go. That wasn't even a phrase. New Year's. What's the other thing? Oh, by the way, we're all going to die at some point. Join the club.